Hey Ophiuchus, I have cleared and smudged your space. We are in the new desk space, at least for now. We'll see how long that goes. I'm hoping for a long time. Okay. This house is starting to feel like a home again. So for those of you that are new, welcome. I am an energy channel. I am pulling from your energy no matter what time, space you come into it. Okay, time is fluid. For those of you returning, thank you. I love you so. You know how I feel about Ophiuchus. It is that life container. It is that spiritual guidance for those that are awakening, ascending, dealing with twin flames, soulmates, okay, star seeds. And so just such a beautiful energy is Ophiuchus. It is the energy of really releasing that past and moving fully into new earth. Okay, so let's see what's going on here for you today. Okay, clean slate of your heart, Ophiuchus. I love that for you. Clean slate in your heart. Okay, that's very beautiful. What you don't see though, or that you're in denial of, is that you might be walking away from a wish. Okay, that might be what you have to do to clear this slate in your heart, right? Letting go of your innocence, making a judgment. Okay, it's emotional, yes, but also hidden is that it is an opening of your heart. And when we open our heart, we invite everything in, including abundance. So I really love that for you. So I cleared the 4 directions and we are going to look at your medicine wheel today. Okay, so let's start with the heart space. Okay, and it's transformation with underlying personal growth, self-esteem, moon in Taurus. Okay, the pearl is within. I do really love that for you. And I love that in your heart is this, that you are, it's a change in your emotional life, but what I got from Spirit was that you are in charge of your emotional life, okay? Your emotional life is not revolving around anyone else's emotions. It's all based on yourself. And again, this is a 20, again, right? This return of innocence, this judgment call that you're returning this space to your heart. And you are transforming, even though a lot of it is being kept under the moon. Okay, so let's take a look here at your medicine wheel. So above, thank you. So below, thank you, Spirit. New beginnings in the east, thank you. Shedding in the south. Illumination in the west. Soul purpose in the north node and within your heart. Underlying fire ants, okay? There's a lot of purpose and there could be a lot of purposeful energy coming in to help you with this. And I love that it's kind of this collective community coming in. Really, it's almost like to gather around your fire. Okay, and support you around your fire. Okay, so above, the camel. Again, you're like, I'm manifesting, right? New day, clean space in my heart. But the camel carries emotions within. Again, right? Like you are hiding this fact of this, what you're walking away from is this wish. I feel like that's very much seen here in what you're asking the universe for. Okay, sometimes, you know, Spirit's like, remember what you are asking for. Okay, because so below, the beaver, again, you're like really working hard at shoring up your emotions. Even with this letting go, it's the drops of water dripping off of the leaves. Right? Like you're like, I'm letting go of all of this emotion. I'm letting go of this flow of what was. And you're really asking your ancestors, right? Like, come in and help me, right? Like, bring in Beaver and let's go ahead and shore up these emotions so that none of it can get through. But that's not healthy either. That's why I feel like the moon is here, right in the center of the reading. That moon in Scorpio, right? The transformation is deeper emotionally than you want to let on. New beginning here, Elephant, right? Again, that fire. Everyone's being attracted to your fire. I feel like this is your soul tribe, but for some of you, it could be like a coming together with family. Okay, and that's, you know, we could say that that's pretty easy to say because we're going into the holiday season, right? Of course you're going to get together with family. But there's an intuitive hit on this elephant, and it's old souls coming together. Okay, we're not there yet, Spirit says. Okay, you're shedding the negativity in your life, in your world. Again, this is scorpionic energy, this bat. There's this energy of I have to let things die in order to let new things come in. And the illumination here came with this lunar eclipse and the unicorn. Okay. You know, as you're looking at the past, what you intuitively knew all along. Your soul purpose here is to release this karmic energy so that your emotions can fully come into being a part of your world with the sea serpent here. Okay, I am seeing here a energy of the full moon just before or after a void, of course. Okay, where that's going to become very aware to you. And in your heart, what came out very first was this hyena, right? Like, someone really needs to hear this. Okay, that's spirit sign for me. You need to realize where you are self-sabotaging. Okay, some of you, this is taught behavior from childhood, from parents, okay, that were taught from their parents with the bear spirit here, right? They're showing me the bear spirit realizing that they more or less had sacrificed their children, right? Turned into ferocious bear and attacked. Okay. You've got to get a balance on this because there's this aspect underneath it of you trying to control when the magic comes into your life. Like, it scares you so much, the power within you, and I'm getting chills saying this, the power within you scares you sometimes so much that you block yourself out of the use of it. Okay, so let's do some clarifying here. Tell me about the camel. 5 of Cups, right? Like, I'm done with my emotions. It just hurts too much, right? I start blaming myself. The emotions just flow out of me. I feel that, right? This is the girl here who the other day had a complete emotional breakdown at the Harbor Freight. Yeah, I feel you, Ophiuchus. Okay, sometimes the emotions have to flow. You can't hold them back because otherwise they come out in some underlying, like, negative ways for you. 5 of Pentacles. You can't do anything about the distance and the separation between you and your dreams. I know there's struggles, but I'm really getting this energy that you have to reparent yourself. You have to heal your own heart. You have to do this work on yourself. That's how you find this new path for yourself. Okay, this new manifestation, this birth process. Okay, the Beaver, Knight of Cups, right? You may feel like there's a possibility of love, and you're like, shore up the emotions. We're not going there, right? 6 of Swords. Even in the 6 of Swords, it's a staying out of the emotions here, right? Looking over, right? We've got the Knight of Cups down below. So you're transitioning, looking down at this Knight of Cups. And there's this energy of, we're not going down there, right? And it's all calm where the Knight of Cups is. All the turbulence is right beneath you because you won't transition, because something in your past is really bothering you. And being that it's your ancestors, right? Again, it could be this trauma that you're dealing with, or it could be an ancestral bond that you need to cut cords with. Okay, the elephant here, 7 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands, right? Like, I kind of feel like you're just playing house, right? Going as slow as you want to, playing house, doing your own thing, right? Getting ready for the holidays, right? Getting ready for things, thinking about Thanksgiving, planning Thanksgiving, or whatever, you know, holidays coming up in your general area. But deep within you, there's all these burdens that you are hiding from. It also could be that somebody is coming out of the darkness of their own issues to come and talk to you, right? Again, soul tribe, soul family. Someone that's being very guided to your fire. You are a fire keeper. If that resonates with you, you do have some very shamanic energies within you that maybe haven't fully awakened. The Bat, 10 of Swords, and the 3 of Swords. Yeah. You're like, I'm leaving my life behind. 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords. It ended me. I've removed my emotions. I've removed my heart. I'm done, right? And for some of you, if this was an end of a relationship, there's somebody here still stuck in that relationship that is like, how can you just get up and move on, right? Roles can be reversed. But I feel like this is you, Ophiuchus, where you're like, no more swords, okay? Because you're moving towards the 4 of Swords. You're like, I'm moving towards a space to rest and renew and pollinate and care for myself with a little sweetness, right? We forget that bats love fruit, right? They love that sweetness. The unicorn, the illumination here of this darkness, Queen of Swords, and the 3 of Swords. Okay, the storyline thickens. You know your own inner self-sabotage, right? They're showing me that Knight of Cups is actually sitting here on your sleeve, okay? Feminine heart space, right? Your heart is on your sleeve, and you're like, no, I cut that out. A new day. I've gotten rid of that. No, right? Somebody could be rereading things that you wrote, listening to songs that you've like played with them before, or thinking about memories that have to do with specific songs with you, listening to old shared playlists, okay? And it's starting to make them see that you were the unicorn, that you were something very special. Tell me about the cycle that you're ending here to get to your North Node. 4 of Wands. Doesn't get any clearer than that, okay? Either you are walking away from a commitment, person, place, or thing, or you are walking away from the idealism of that perfect situation. 7 of Cups, but there's still a little bit of the fantasy left. Okay, underlying here, yeah. That's where you overthink, okay, with the 9 of Swords. That's where you overthink about it. So tell me here, oh, okay, sorry, Spirit. Spirit's like, get to the heart. Sorry, Spirit. I've been doing that all week. And especially since you don't want to go into those emotions. No wonder I'm like, no, just pass it on. No, can't go talk about that self-sabotage. Tell me about the hyena. Four of Pentacles. That is self-sabotage 150%, right? Like, I'm going to hold this penny. But if you hold that penny, right, it doesn't ever become anything more. It's not buying something. It's not supporting anyone else. It's not duplicating. Like, there's so much that happens when you give that penny, right? It's life force. But there's a lot of fear that you have behind of that I feel like was passed on. Okay, the bear. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you have an ancestor that is saying to you, there's more for you. There's more for you than there was for me, right? And the white picket fence doesn't have to mean the same thing for you that it did for me, right? Go find your own happiness. Go find your own infinite joy. Okay. Yeah, somebody says, we see you. Six of Wands at the bottom here, right? And underneath that, I've got that King of Pentacles, right? We see you putting the ship away. It's not what we want. Okay, we want you to have that infinite joy. So tell me about the Five of Pentacles here. Thank you. That's a lot. Yeah, okay, disorder. Your wishes didn't come in the order that you wanted them to, right? You had an idea. Like, everything was mirrored to you fast and furious in the past here. It may have opened up this creative channel, this Kundalini awakening for some of you. It may have sparked new roots for you, but it also, again, right, opened up all of those challenges. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a time of reflection. It's the mirror, right? Looking to, again, this is the eagle, right? Energy here, which is the east. The eagle is the east, but the sun is also the east. And I love that we've got the sun and the eagle mirroring each other right here, right? You have to look in this reflection, especially in terms of your fire, you as a fire keeper and your soul tribe that's starting to connect with you, right? Like, what does this mean? And again, they're showing me there's a face. Like, some of you may have gotten a tattoo here, or you have a tattoo here that is very important to you, but it's a feminine energy. And I feel like your feminine ancestors here are saying, right, like, there's more to it than going through the motions. The emotions have to come into this for you, right? This burden here with this Ten of Wands, okay, it's wisdom that you wish it, you're like, I wish I could just unknow all of this, because it tried to come out in reverse. You're like, I wish I could go back and rewrite all of my Akashic records, because this is BS. I don't want to know what I know. I don't want to be awakened to what I know. Maybe you don't want to be awakened to things that you've learned about family members, right? Or even within yourself. Like, sometimes when we leave a very toxic situation behind, I grew up mostly in Utah. That's not where I'm originally from, but I spent a lot of years in Utah. And so I've seen a lot of people that have found themselves disenfranchised with following the religious path there. And this religious path, it's not against a specific religion. Like, religion as a whole is a corporate entity, okay? People are becoming spiritual. And there's a lot of people that are like, I'm disenfranchised with what I was taught growing up, and I want to move away from that, right? Away from that culture, okay, that was toxic. Tell me why the heart has been taken out here in this Three of Swords. Family. Again, she wears the book of knowledge and knows how to make herself happy here, but yet she buries herself deep in the earth. Okay, Death, Scorpio, the bat. I bury myself deep in the earth so that I do not have to go into my heart. Ten of Swords. And somebody still broke your heart open with strength. And I love this because we've got fertility mirrored with fertility, right? Again, this is very mirrored energy, person, place, or thing for you, right? But this was a protective energy in some aspects. Some of it was protecting themselves, because what I've got here underneath that was trying to pop out was, yeah, it was like a death and rebirth of the feminine. Here is my feminine swan, and the feminine is taking the swan and plucking all of those feathers out, right? Very symbolic of going into Thanksgiving, right? A very toxic holiday, okay, in many aspects, right from the beginning of its creation. And there's a lot of burdens that this feminine energy is like, I'm just ending her, okay? And this could just be your heart, masculine, like you just want to end it, right? That's why there's that Three of Swords there. But the illumination here, if you are the masculine energy here, okay, you are also mirroring that Three of Swords, but you're reflecting. Okay, yeah. You're seeking your own inner advice, your higher self, under the moon. And this unicorn is under the moon, right? In that full moon and the void, of course, you're like, advise me. Tell me, what's the purpose here? And the Queen of Swords energy, the divine feminine energy here, is also, right, looking for the answers. And I feel like as the divine masculine energy is pulling these answers down and getting these synchronicities, the divine feminine is getting it as well and feeling it. Yeah, beauty and vanity. The divine feminine sees that the masculine also was protecting their solar plexus, their sacral, their stories. They were trying to control their old stories. And in such, but they didn't protect their heart. Okay. Knight of Cups. There we've got my Three of Cups in this deck. Okay. Decision, performance, impact. The fates. They're like, let's see what happens when you make this next ascension with the full moon. We get the first human woman. Okay, there's an expansion here of the heart, and that's coming through this Knight of Cups, but it's also coming in a very turbulent waters here with the Six of Swords. Yeah, the doorkeeper of navigation. Somebody's like, you're not getting through here without addressing these emotions. And you're like, sluggishness and procrastination. Do it another day. Not today. I'm sealing up this hole, right? Like they're showing me here, right? Like I've taken my piece of my heart out, right? This little bit of wisdom of my heart. And then I am, right? Like, nope, I'm packing that in. I am not going to let that part get out. No, 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 right? But you have to, sea serpent, to find your true north node, okay, to follow your path. And the Four of Wands here that you are letting go of, it will be fair. There is that judgment, right, on it. Judgment keeps coming through. There is this like a return to innocence. But it's like the elevator door is open. Now you can ascend. Elevator door open, up to the next floor, right? Everything's being fair. I feel like whoever you're dealing with, They are maybe coming down a few notches because they're coming down the stairs, but you're being given the elevator up. Okay. 7 of Cups. There's a song that they're playing in my head. I feel like somebody was a little too impulsive and now they're regretting it. Okay. But your fantasy here, as you're running away, is that somebody will find a way, the brave traveler, to come out of their hermit's space. Right? We've got the first human woman, and I feel like this is the awakening of the first human man, right? What does your ancestors want you to release here? I feel like they want you to put that piece of your heart back. Yeah. Okay, death. Get out of the ego of pentacles. Put that piece of your heart back. Get out of the earth. Be reborn. Okay? Come out of that and find infinite happiness, infinite joy. The opportunity's there. You'll get it when you rise up. Okay? Underneath, I've got fiery wrath, right? But you're like, nope. I will protect this mound that I have buried myself in forevermore. And some of you might. But others of you, it's just a moment in time. Okay? It's just a moment in time as you transform. Okay, so what's the universe say? Again, 7 of Air. You know that there are greener pastures that you are dreaming of, even as you sit in that darkness. 5 of Fire. Okay? Again, there you're learning the lessons of karmic energy and karma, and even the fire within the earth, even the fire within your root chakra. 7 of Cups to the 8 of Cups, right? Whatever wish you had is what's created this death here for you. Okay, Spirit wants you to know that. Yeah, again, they're like, this death is time to dig up that seed, right? Replant. Find that abundance is only half of the equation. All right. So let's close it off and see what this lunar energy is going to bring to you. Then I'm going to go to Patreon, which is donation based. Okay, you pay what you can. You'll get extended and other information over there. You can also just go down below and donate. All of your donations right now are going to go to help me buy a new couch because mine's going away on Friday. All right, show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius, right? It's time for you to let your emotions out and figure out your true wish. And I feel like your true soul purpose, right? What it is to be you. But you sit here in waiting on this rebirth, right? There's a bigger picture here of this infinite happiness. But you've got to let that emotions in if you want something to grow. Okay, so I hope this helped you, Ophiuchus. I love you. I love your energy. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and you just are amazing. For those of you heading to Patreon, I will see you there in a minute. Okay, much love. Bye.